Hi, welcome back to the Sing Confidently Live Creatively podcast. Estelle here. I'm a singer, actor, performer, and vocal coach here to help you build confidence as a singer and a performer and live your creative life. And so today we're getting technical. We're going to do some warm ups that are going to focus on helping you hold out longer notes. So, really helping you with breath control, which really is not about how much air you're taking in as much as how you are managing your air. It's really breath management, but we call it breath control. But honestly, we should probably not use that term because we don't want to think about like, oh, I'm having to control. And like, what we really want is like, how am I managing my breath? How am I allowing the air to flow intentionally and directing my sound outward in the way that's going to, um, yeah, help me create the sound that I want without using all my air unnecessarily. So we want to be efficient with our breath. We want to manage our breath. We don't want to overthink it, but it is obviously extremely important. Without breath, we can't sing. And so we do need to think about the how we breathe as singers, but really a lot of the times what you probably are thinking about is like, oh, I have to use my diaphragm or I have to da 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 and things that aren't really relevant. Your diaphragm is going to do what it always does because that's how you're alive. If your diaphragm doesn't function normally, then you will not be able to breathe properly. And so that's not really what you need to focus on as much as, I mean, the diaphragm is more important for your inhale. It's the major inspiratory um, muscle. So it's important for when you're inhaling, but when you're exhaling, the diaphragm is just going to naturally relax back to its normal position. And what you can do to create that support is what we're going to focus on today. What you can do to help yourself control your breath is what we're going to focus on today. Another point is breath support, which is what you're maybe doing more so in your abdominal muscles and your rib cage and your chest, and how you're supporting how your breath is released. And that is something that we're going to do. I think we're going to do that in a couple more episodes. We'll do an episode specifically on breath support, helping you not sound overly breathy when you're singing. That's more so the support in the way that I'm thinking about it. However, what we're talking about today is more so managing your air. Okay, that was a long intro, but just wanted to make sure we're clear on terminology and what exactly we're talking about today and what warm ups we're doing. So, we're actually going to jump straight into the warm ups now. The focus is on how you are releasing the air, aka your exhale, and we're going to focus on pacing the amount of breath that you are releasing. So, you're not going to release all your breath at once. These exercises are focused on pacing yourself, okay? All right, so the first one, we're not even going to sing for the first two. We're just going to focus on the inhale and then releasing the air. Then we're going to translate that to singing. So, first on the inhale, we're going to breathe in for 4 beats. So, I'm going to count. So, those snaps, those are your 4 beats. Okay, so we're going to breathe in. Here we go, breathing in. Then we're going to hiss. Then we're going to hold. So, you breathe in for 4 beats. We hiss for 8 beats, and then we hold our breath for 4 beats. So this is teaching your body to be able to, even when you're at the end of like what you believe is your airflow, you still have some air in your lungs. And so we're going to teach your body to be able to keep that, to be able to hold your, what am I trying to say? We're going to teach your body to be able to, even when you think that you're at an air deficit, to be able to still hold on. So that's teaching your body to be able to hold out that air for a long time and also to still use the amount of air that's in your reserves. And it's teaching yourself how to release air a little bit at a time with that hiss. We're not just doing like a sigh. We're hissing, which allows for a little bit of air to be released at a time. So, like you're saying the letter S, just doing a hiss like a snake. Okay. So, here we go. Inhale for 4 beats, hiss for 8 beats. Then we're going to hold and we'll repeat that. Let's do that 3 times. All right. Here we go. Breathing in and hiss and hold. Breathing in and hiss. Hold, breathing in and hiss, and hold. And that's a very simple, all right, you can go back to breathing normally. That's a very simple exercise you can do anytime. And again, you're just teaching your body how to use your breath in with releasing small amounts of air along the way. And then even after you've released as much air as you can in that hiss, in those 8 beats, you're still going to hold on to that breath for a little bit longer, just to show your body that you can do it, and to kind of start to train your lungs, your body, all your muscles that are engaged with your breath, to be able to still, even after you've released a lot of air, to still use the reserves of your air to manage um, on. So let's go to the next one. The next one is inhaling for 4 beats as well. Now, instead of a hiss for 8 beats, we're going to do pulses. So you're going to do tss. You're pulsing on each pulse, going back to the breath support idea of abdominal muscles engagement. You're going to feel your tummy on each pulse kind of coming in each time, like you're doing like a little sit up. Ha, ha, ha. You can feel that pulse there in your belly. And then we're going to hold for 4 beats. Same process. We'll do it 3 times. Here we go. Inhale for 4 beats. 1, 2, ready, go. And hold. One more time, breathing. And and hold. Good. And then 2 more exercises. Now we're actually going to sing with these ones. Let me make sure that you can hear me. All right, so you should be able to hear my piano. This one goes, if you've ever had the Italian dessert, tiramisu. I do this one with my kids, with my younger students, and it's always a fun one. But I'm going to throw this one in here because it's also great for breath management on kind of higher notes. So we're going to you go, let's start here. Tiramisu is the exercise. So you go, tiramisu. That's what we're saying. So actually, let me come down here so I can do both. I'm going to do the lower octave too. So let me see how I want to do that. Let's start here, so that way, even if you are a lower voice, you can do this in your upper range. And if you are higher voice, female singer, you can do this in your comfortable mid-range. So we'll start here. And the exercise goes, tiramisu. Now on the ooh at the end, I want you to focus on having a nice rounded lip posture. So your lips are round. Ooh, like you're saying soup or you. I think that those are different ooh sounds. Let me see. Ooh, soup. Yeah, ooh as in mood. Yes. Ooh as in mood. So not ew, like ew. Ooh, ooh, okay? So that way we're getting that nice rounded ooh sound. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you think about how we did it with the hiss, where you're releasing a little bit of air at a time and see how long you can hold it for. All right, here we go. Ooh, tiramisu. That's kind of a fun one just to experiment with. We can go ahead and say, let's hold it for 8 beats for sure, but you can kind of experiment with, maybe I can hold it for longer and that kind of thing. Maybe I can crescendo. Maybe I can do it with more of a belted sound. All sorts of different things you can do here. Now, I think I got into the mindset of ooh, so I changed it to ooh instead of but it's technically a hum, so it's a tiramisu. Like you're saying, that tastes really good. Tiramisu, okay? All right, here we go. Let's do these. We're gonna do the go on a couple keys. We're gonna do it on a few different keys. tiramisu. And that was 8 beats. Here we go. Why does that sound weird? You hear that? There we go. Tiramisu. 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 Okay, now let's do this last one. This one goes ooh again, but this time on an ooh, and then you're gonna hold mmm-tiramisu. And each vowel consonant pairing there, mmm-tiramisu, is gonna have 2 beats. So mmm-tiramisu. Kind of try to think of that. I was a little flat there. Think of that kind of pulsing that we did with the inhale and the pulses. Now, each time you do the M, a little trick with this one, when you do the M, just think of that consonant as like a slight interruption, but the focus is on keeping the airflow going the entire time, releasing a little bit of air at a time. Here we go. Ooh, mmm-tiramisu. My pitch today. Ooh, mmm-tiramisu. Ooo-memaymahmohmoo. Ooh, that 4 beats at the end is hard. Ooo-memaymahmohmoo. 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 And there you go. All right, so that is the end of these warm-ups. These are to help you to really make sure that you are getting your airflow going without releasing all your air at one time, focusing on managing your breath. I hope those exercises helped. Decide on which one you like best and start doing that every single day. I'm telling you, add it into your warm-up regimen that you already should have, hopefully, because you listened to me before. And if you haven't listened to me before, welcome. I hope that you liked this, and I hope you go back and listen to a bunch of other warm-ups that I have on this podcast. And you're totally welcome to come do warm-ups with me in a private lesson, or if you'd like to join in a group class. I'm really wanting to do group classes this summer starting in June, and so I have a wait list. It's totally free to sign up just for the wait list. It's literally will take you 30 seconds to just fill it out. I just want to know if you're interested in doing a group class. I have a couple of responses, but I want to get more. I want to hear more of you guys sharing whether you'd like to do a group class with me. It would be discounted. It would be less expensive than a individual class, but you get so much out of it, getting to hear other people get trained, getting to learn yourself. We do warm-ups all together as a group, whether online or in person here in North Carolina. We're going to warm up together. It's going to be so beautiful to be able to be in community learning to sing. And so if you want to do more vocal warm-ups like this, you want to learn more about your voice, and you really want to build confidence as a singer, singing musical theater, singing pop, singing whatever genre that you know that you want to build confidence in your unique voice singing, then this is what I've been doing, and this is what I know how to help students go from not feeling great about their voices to building true confidence in themselves as singers. I'm so grateful to have been able to see that in so many students of mine, and I want to help you as well. So you can go to creativelybyestelle.com/collective, creativelybyestelle.com/collective in order to sign up for the waitlist. It's a free waitlist. Just sign up there if you'd like to be the first to hear about group classes when they come out. And when you're the first to hear, that means you get a discount. So make sure that you are definitely on that waitlist. I would love to know if you're interested in getting to really build confidence as a singer in a group setting where we will do warm-ups together as well as getting to hear each other get coached. So go to creativelybyestelle.com/collective. Thank you so much for listening today. I know it was a little bit. It was good. It was good, right? I feel like I got a little chatty at times, but hopefully you guys can forgive me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Please share this podcast in general with anyone who you know also really wants to get into singing. It's going to help them so much, and it helps me so much for you guys to share the show because it just helps the show to grow more. And I want the show to grow more and reach people all around the world who really, really love to sing and want to feel confident in their voices. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and to this show. I'm so in awe of you for being here and showing up for your creative gifts. That takes courage. Don't forget to join the performing arts community on Facebook for support and inspiration as you continue on your journey. If this episode helped or inspired you in any way, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and share it with someone. It means so much. Thank you again, and don't forget to keep singing, acting, dancing, performing, and living creatively. Talk to you next time.